the cooking conspiracy as we make some, yes, rice, broccoli, salmon, shrimp. I didn't have enough shrimp or salmon for one full portion of each, so we are just going to use both, you know. Got the white rice cooking behind me in the rice cooker. Then I have, oh, I gotta turn the do not disturb on here. Bam! We're good to go. Got some broccoli, shallot, butter, soy, honey, and garlic. And that should be everything we need. Don't need a whole lot of cutting, so just a couple strokes will get me where I need to go tonight, if you know what I mean. Always want the knife nice and honed, help keep its edge longer. One of these nights I'll get the whetstone out, and it'll be good. All right, so I guess let's prep our ingredients that we're going to use here. So got the shallot, I want to dice that. So we can go ahead and cut that in half. I'll make it easier to peel. I got a trash bowl somewhere around here. Now a shallot pretty much is just a tiny onion that's a little bit sweet, allegedly, but I'm not going to cook it too much, so I think this will be a good addition. Nice and small on that. What's going on, Cranky? How you doing? Ha ha ha, Rigo. That's hilarious. I'm sure that gets you all sorts of girls. Oh, thank you, Rigo. Nice save. I've heard of tater tots, and if you put hot sauce on tater tots, I think you would get there. Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of that feud. I don't know. I don't know what Gaming 5-2 said, but none of my business. You know, Rigo, we're not gonna ban anyone right now. I mean, but you're kind of spamming a lot more than he is right now, so. Gaming 52 didn't really say a whole lot. Hot taters. Feel like I might need safe search on that to look that one up. Yeah. I'm gonna cut up some garlic here. Just got 2 big cloves. You know, we might as well make it 3, you know? I'll get the skin off of them. I mean, if you crush them a little bit, it doesn't matter. That's nice, Nightly. Yeah, well, you know, I would be sad if I was 411 too, so, you know. Okay, yeah. I may have seen that before at, you know, a potluck of some sort, but yeah, I'll look it up. Tater tot casserole. going on, Skylar? How you doing? Let's dice all this garlic up. Not super fine, but I already gave it a good crush, so. Getting of the garbage out that you don't want in your dish, and yeah, this is a lot of garlic for this, but I like the taste of garlic. Yeah, I am nightly. Nightly 357. You know, I feel like you're probably a cop with that type of name. Either that or just big Magnum PI fan. What's going on? What's up, Hansai? Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be way too much garlic, but that's okay. It's just for me. Now that's situated. Broccoli, let's get that ready to go here. And then we're just gonna steam the broccoli. So, what did you just do to the phone? I didn't do anything to the phone. Oh, thank you, Cranky, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think he's just happy people are cooking, you know. Oh, that's nice, get gooder, you know. At least I got grammar and I can read a third grade reading level, but you know, teach their own. Maybe you can attend the Derek Zoolander Center for kids who can't read good and want to do other things good too. Yeah. I'm just happy that I don't have to troll on the internet saying people look like they have Down syndrome to get a reaction to get through my day, but you do you, Gooder. You know exactly what you were doing, buddy. You got your reaction. You know, we all called you a loser. You know, these things happen. Yeah. Shrimp, salmon, rice, broccoli. I mean, if you're gonna come to play, you better come ready to play to win, you know. Alright. So, I think we got all my ingredients prepped here so we can get the burner on. Yeah, well, they're the only nipples you've seen in probably 20 years. Or ever. Although, if you're watching me, you're probably hoping, you know, that you can milk me like a cat, like, and meet the parents. Let's go around here and say. So, we're going to do our broccoli first here. Get that out of the way here. I don't know, just get gooder saying I'm hung like a cat. Yeah, well. I think he's probably hiding himself. You know, the guy that was asking about Down syndrome stuff. So we're going to get this heated up. We're going to put a little bit of water in the bottom. You don't need a ton. With that being said, I'm not going to salt the water or anything like that because I know that at the end when I use that soy sauce, that's going to add a lot of salt. And I don't want it to be over salty. Yeah. It's like 80 bucks online off of Amazon. Single burner, induction cooktop. So far I've been a big fan of it. It does everything I need it to do, and it's a lot better than the electric coil stove that I got in the other room. So, big fan of the induction cooktop. It works really well, easy to clean. You know, only got good things to say about it, to be honest. Yeah. It's better than my mother's basement, cranky. So we'll bring that up to a boil. Make sure I got a lid ready to go. Oh, that's the wrong lid. Okay, that'll work. And I'm going to put just a little bit of butter in with it, and it'll be good. I believe it. Well, I appreciate that, Get Gooder. Some things I'm a savant at. A big fan of All Clad as a company. Okay, so the broccoli's going in, and we're just gonna steam it. Honestly, I think it'll be 2 minutes will be enough. Might even be too much. Oh, thank you, Get Gooder. Yeah. And there's silver. Yeah, I'm a little bit biased, but my life is beautiful. We'll see. I think it's a little later than normal when they stop by. Hey, what's going on, Dead Inside? How you doing tonight? Look at that technology. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, well, I don't think we could complain about that for a while. Now, if your dog ran away, we're halfway to a country music song. Where'd it get lifted at, Dad? Yeah, I mean, all right. So broccoli's good. I'm gonna go drain it off on the other room. Set that off to the side. It'll stay warm just fine. Oh, yikes. Probably an inside job, just like the United Healthcare guy. Alright. Now let's put the big guy out there. Let that preheat a little bit. Thanks, Cranky. Good to see you again. Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time believing that they just caught the guy bumming at McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Doesn't add up. I think he's a fall guy or it's a setup. You know, probably a professional job if I had to bet. I guess I wasn't quite done with that. Sometimes it's nice to have little cutting boards here. Nice hunk of butter in there. Going on. I got these little diced shallot. They're gonna go in. Those will cook for a minute or two. Then we'll put the garlic in as well. Oh, good sizzle. And it's just cooking seafood. Very, you know, not really seasoning it because it'll get seasoned at the end. Nothing is that thick, so you know, salt on top will be just fine. All right, and we go with garlic. Get kind of that all over to that side. We'll go ahead, a little bit of chili powder on the shrimp and the salmon. Since there's nothing else spicy in here. Salmon's gonna go in first here. I notice the garlic's starting to burn a little bit. I don't want burnt garlic, so we're gonna put more butter in, as well as your shrimp. Let them get a little bit of color on them, you know. What is the price of the pan? I would have to look it up, but I think this one is over $100. Came with a lid. I got it a few years ago. But they're high quality, they last forever. I really, really do love the All Clad brand. Good family-owned company. Still puts out a very quality product. Give your salmon one flip. Shrimp, I'm not even going to worry about flipping them. If they flip, they flip. Otherwise, I don't care. All that butter is melted. The shrimp are going to be done cooking here before too long. So I got those going good. Let's go in with some soy sauce in there, as well as some honey. Get a little bit of sweetness to it. And then you definitely need to give it something with a little bit of acid in it. So whether you got vinegar or lemon juice or something like that, that would work great. I'm just going to give it a little bit of rice vinegar. And then when that, starts to cook down a little bit, we're done. Let's make sure all the shrimp that we're at the edge, or the pan's not as hot, get to the center, and they'll be done. Same thing with the salmon here. There we go. I mean, frozen, for a grocery store, frozen seafood, this isn't terrible. I know that fresh would be better, but you know what? You use what you got, you know? Thanks, Coper. While that does its thing, let's go prepare the landing zone. One white rice, that should be enough. Alright, sauce is starting to thicken up. We gotta move the seafood out of the hot areas of the pan off to the sides, let the sauce do its thing there. Oh, what's this? It's called nori, or seafood. Let's see if I can figure out how to open it. Oh, trust me, I can open it. Yeah, I don't want this whole thing, so we're just gonna cut the amount I want in there. Break it off there. Make sure nothing's burning. And then, as always, it's important to pull out on time, as always. So let's get the salmon out there. Let's get the shrimp out there. They're good to go. And one more final touch on this. Broccoli back in. And then just make sure they get coated in that nice sauce, or what's left of it. And then pull it all out. Done with that. Now we can fluff up the salmon a little bit for Ayu. Oh, what's going on, lady? Why is it good to see you? Shrimp, fish, nori, rice. Yep. It should be a little bit of sweetness from the honey. a little bit of saltiness or savoriness from the soy sauce. You got, steamed broccoli, that's healthy, right? Shrimp, salmon, can't go too wrong. White rice on the bottom. I think that looks pretty good. So, and if you want to break up the seaweed and mix it in, it tastes good. Uh, Especially once it's soaked up in the sauce on the bottom. It's like a chip. I think we should start a new reality show called My Mother's Refrigerator, where you're only allowed to cook with ingredients in your mother's, like going home to on the holidays, like what's in your mother's refrigerator or pantry, and you only get like 2 smell tests, and you must use an ingredient that's past its expiration date. I think that'd be a lot more fun and a lot more realistic than Hell's Kitchen. I think My Mother's Refrigerator would be a great reality show. Or just somebody else's refrigerator in general, because like all the cooking reality shows, they're not realistic. It should be more like, oh shit, I forgot to thaw something out and I got a dinner party in an hour. How do I save it? Yeah, according to my mother, our oven's been broken for like 25 years, even when we get a new oven. But I'm starting to think she just can't cook. What's funny, because the oven works great for baking. But yeah, I mean, definitely not a bad dinner. Bad way to use up some frozen seafood. I'll have to go shopping tomorrow. I like just mashing everything together so all the bites are get a little bit of everything in each bite. And even after it's mashed up, it looks pretty good. I appreciate it. Is it Coper or Copper? You know how to pronounce it. I'm not sure. Um, when you live stream, will do. Most of the time, most weekdays when I'm cooking dinner, I just turn on the camera and go for it. But weekends are a little bit more random. But I cook every day, so. I eat the food and I let you know if it turned out any good or not. And for the freaks out there that enjoy watching people eat. Might be a market for that, I don't know. Man, if you don't like the crunch of the tail, pull the tails off of the shrimp before you cook it. Personally, I don't really care, you know. A little bit of texture never hurt, and. What's going on, Trash? How you doing tonight? Has Miss me make some, I guess you would call it honey soy, stir fry, maybe. But shrimp, salmon, rice, broccoli, soy butter sauce was pretty good. That was well. I like seafood as much as the next person, and it's always better fresh. Don't get me wrong, but freezer salmon does pretty good, and frozen shrimp. Those are two staples that I would recommend keeping in your freezer for a couple of reasons. One, shrimp is really quick to thaw out. You can keep it in the freezer, it stays good for a while. Comes in nice little bags, but you throw it in some water or whatever, it's ready to cook in like 2 minutes, or you can even cook it from frozen a lot of the time. Same thing with salmon. It's quick, it's easy, it's there. I think both are reasonably healthy. Um, Thank you, Trash, and thank you, Lady Wiser. Oh, thank you, Copper. Appreciate it. Mm. No, I don't, Mike, but I do follow. I think her name is Jenna, and last name Tolles. Similar content. No, do you think I'm gonna starve myself? I appreciate it, Fiend Luck. Yeah, those are pretty good. I buy the cheap stuff. I've been thinking about whether or not it's worth it to try that Wild Alaskan subscription or whatever. Just kind of for the convenience of it, but I don't know if it's any good. Any of you have tried that? Let me know if it's any good. Is that a yes? You've tried the Wild Alaska? Well, Mike, I don't know what you use your forks for, but looks like a fork to me. Ah, thank you, Copper. I'm sure I'll see you again. I'm just wondering how they keep it fresh when it arrives frozen or whatever when it gets there. I might try it in the new year. I'll let you know how it goes if I do. Because I think there's definitely different levels. Well, that's nice, Mike. I'm sure you collect your own clams, hunt your own wild game, and do it all from a apartment, in some shithole too. But not all of us are as manly and as capable, and got a big old, 32-foot center console to go out and catch your own salmon all the time. You know. Probably fly fish too and get. I've had some of the Omaha stuff before and it's pretty good. Yeah. It does take a pretty big dong to stick it through a glory hole for much success. I don't know what you're calling salmon, Mike, or what type of fishing you're doing, but that's what I'm kind of envisioning you doing on your weekends. Well, I could be wrong. You could just be on the other side waiting for it to appear so you can pounce on it. Never heard a yo mama joke before, Mike. United States Animal Cruelty Prevention would be pretty upset about what you do to fish, Mike. I still don't think that would improve her cooking, though, unfortunately. Just out of curiosity, Mike, how many grand a month do you spend on OnlyFans subscriptions? Yeah. I mean, do you know how I know that's fake? Because your grammar sucks. My mother has deal breakers and standards. First name Michael, last name Hunt. Goes by Mike. You would like him. Kind of imagine you salmon fishing with a trash bag, just picking up all the dead ones. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they do a collaboration together, Mike. But I've wrapped up my meal. It was pretty good. Thanks for joining, Lady Wiser. You know, Copper, I know you're gone. The others that stopped in earlier. Appreciate the support. Hope you all had a great day, great night. Don't choke too hard at your glory fest, Mike. Good luck with the salmon fishing.